In a moment, we'll start with talking to Maverick. Just a quick update on the BMW M Award for Best Qualifier of 2019. Marquez still leads that one, guys, so you've got a bit of catching up to do. Quartararo second, 73 behind. Maverick Viñales at third. Maverick, we'll start with you. Some great speed recently. We mentioned that on Thursday. Your form looks pretty good. A positive test here, and it's rolled into this weekend. Your pace has been great, a fantastic lap. You must be delighted to be back on pole position.
Yes, I'm really happy because already from Friday I felt really good. Somehow I create a better feeling than in the test, and I can hit very good lap times, even with very used tires. So I'm excited for tomorrow. I think we approach the weekend in a really good way, and yeah, we are doing steps and steps. I think we improve a lot our riding style on the bike, and that's the improvement on that track. Anyway, Misano is always really good for me, and I always feel great here. I have one pole in 17, then Ferro last year, so it was good to be in the front, battling with Fabio and Paul, and trying to make my best as always. Also, I would like to give my support for the people in Spain that is suffering the big rains, and it's quite a disaster in Spain. So I would like to give all our supports to them.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We echo those sentiments. Thanks, Maverick. In terms of the race tomorrow, it looks like the medium tyres are working very well for you, but more encouraging than ever, it's hot outside, there's not a lot of grip on the circuit, and Yamaha's looking very strong. That must put a big smile on your face because it's not always been that way.
Yeah, for sure. Somehow, even on the slippery conditions, we create a really good corner speed, and I think that's why we are very fast. Yeah, I think tomorrow, finally, soft or medium will be a good option for us. We're going to try to push from the first lap, and then we will see. But we are ready to fight until the end. The important and the objective is to fight for the victory, for sure.
Congratulations to you, Maverick. Thank you very much indeed. We now move on to second place, Pol Espargaro. KTM's first dry front row. Your first with the team. Your first since Phillip Island 2016. Great emotions. I have to be honest, we thought that you'd got pole position until Maverick got that lap in. But either way, you must be delighted for yourself and the team.
Yeah, it's amazing to be here after so long in my career, especially, now feeling a little bit different than in that time. In that time, I was with another brand, which they were very used to be in that situation. But now, it's completely different. New motorbike from 2.5 years ago. An amazing crew behind this project. A lot of support from a lot of very good and human people around. And to be here today, it's much more special than that day. I mean, that day was the first one in my career in MotoGP. This one is the second one, but it feels better than the first one. So I just want to take that moment to thanks to all the people that makes that bike works so good here, because I've been fast, but without that bike, that machine today, it would be impossible. So thanks to that people that give a lot of hours, effort, and swear. So and hopefully we keep improving as we are doing.
It was a really great show today, but it's been a very good weekend all round, Pol. In pretty much every session, you've been in the top 6. So what are the expectations for tomorrow?
Yeah, honestly, I felt good. This morning, I had the hand of Maverick to do the lap time, and I discovered I could do something like that. But I went into the pit and I said to my guys that it would be the fastest lap of the weekend for me because I couldn't improve, because that was close to the perfection. And then in the afternoon, Fabio gave me a hand again, and I could do a lap. He started to kit in the T3 because he had some problem with the front. And then in T4 is where I was fast, so I didn't need his support anymore, so I could push that T4, and yeah, it comes a better lap time, and I was surprised. But anyway, at the end, what matters at the end is tomorrow race. What we did in EP4 was very nice, very used tires, front and rear, almost race distance, and the lap time was not bad. For sure, we need to be realistic, not to fight against these super riders, but maybe to be around the first laps with fresh tires and then drop a little by the end of the race. So what is sure is that I'm going to have tomorrow the best views of my life, and I'm going to enjoy it at the beginning of the race for sure.
Thanks very much, Pol, and congratulations to you. We now move over to Fabio Quartararo to round off the front row. I'm sure, as ever, you'd love to be on pole position, but the front row really important around this tight and twisty circuit. You must feel like you can probably do some damage from there.
Yes. In the morning we felt really good because we had a really clear idea about the front tire. This afternoon, normally the plan was to make the two-time attack with the medium front. And at the end, I decided to move on the soft. And finally was not the best decision. Was way too soft to stop the bike. I had many movements on the front. So like yesterday, on the afternoon I didn't feel really great. This afternoon was more or less the same situation, but the main goal was to be in the front row, and we reached our goal. So I'm really happy about how it goes today, and our pace went really good with soft tires and medium.
Like you say, you've had a few moments this weekend on the front end. Are there any concerns at all going into tomorrow? Do you feel like there's still maybe some work to get done in the morning warm-up?
Well, for sure we'll try something that we try on the test and was really positive. We know that tomorrow the condition of the warm-up will be much more cooler than the race, but for sure we can still try something and decide exactly which tire we will use.
Fabio, thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's your front row in MotoGP. Maverick Vinales on pole, Pol Espargaro second, and Fabio Quartararo third in MotoGP. We now move on to Moto2 and Fabio Di Gianantonio. Fabio, you've had a great career so far in Grand Prix racing, but we've not seen you on a Saturday afternoon before. Your first pole position, your first front row actually since Misano 2 years ago in Moto3. You've had a great rookie season as well, the podium earlier in the season. You must be really happy.
Well, for sure it's so special today because it's, as you said, my first pole position. I also back in the front row, so special. Also because we are next to my home here, so all the people, all the Italian fans and the supporters is amazing. All the sponsors is really good. Now just have to be focused for tomorrow because tomorrow will be an hard fight because it's not so easy as it looks. And nothing, just be focused, try to work a bit on the bike to try to find something more, and let's enjoy tomorrow.
You obviously thrive off the home fans as well. All of your good results have come in Italy. You've been brilliant in Mugello, here in Misano before. What is it about this place?
Well, it's amazing because you go around the track, especially in the last lap after the flag, and you feel all the crowd that are screaming and shaking their hands. Is so special because you can see this thing with these guys, with the top guys, and when an entire grandstand say hello to you is amazing. Really good feeling.
Well, congratulations to you, Fabio. Thank you very much. We now finally come on to Moto3 and Tatsuki Suzuki. Tatsu, such an emotional pole position, I'm sure, for the team here at the World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli, of course, you're in the team. This is their home round. You had to do it the hard way through Q1. Some interesting tactics as well in Q1. It's been a tough season so far. Perhaps not the results you would want from how quick you've been, but the rewards are here today.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it's a really special pole position right here because for also the team, for also the Paolo, also for me for the first time here. So I'm really excited about it, really happy. And let's say this morning, somebody makes me angry. Maybe you guys saw after the checker flag. But anyway, I was really scared about it because when I made the fastest lap, I took the, let's say, traffic jam. So I couldn't improve the lap time enough to go in the Q2 immediately. But anyway, we try to make a good strategy. You know, here, this year is really aggressive for the tire. So we decided to use only one tire for the Q1. And last 5 minutes of the Q1, I was really scary because I'm not sure good enough or not. But anyway, we passed here from Q1 to Q2. And Q2, I wasn't expected about it. But anyway, I'm really happy to take the pole position.
We mentioned a moment ago about how frustrating perhaps recent results have been, but I just want to touch on this relationship between you and Paolo, not just a team boss, but also it seems like you have a great friendship with him and he's a great mentor to you.
Yeah, exactly. When the one person stay so much time together, became more than family, let's say, you know. And also I living close to his house. Sometimes he called me to take the dinner together or going around with him. So it looks like my father in Italy, yeah.
Thank you very much, and well done to you, Tatsuki Suzuki. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I've got to say for now, so it's over to the floor for questions, please.
I've got two questions, Maverick, one for you and one for Paul. Maverick, you said that you feel better when there's low grip, and you changed your riding style a little bit. How did you change your style? How different is it? And for Paul, why is the KTM doing so well here then?
Well, actually, I work very hard with my father at home, trying to be better on the bike, because finally the bike is the same. So I needed to improve to make a step if I wanted to be in the front. So I work very hard at home, trying to, weight balance and to see what I need to be fast. And somehow it works. So I'm really happy about all the hard work we did, because we spent a lot of days on the bike and it seems to work. And I was very happy already from FP1 that I see already was an improvement from the second lap, and I was very, very, very happy.
Yeah, why we are better here than in other places? I would say that first of all, we are working huge, and sometimes you have your rewards, but especially we've been here in the test. Normally when we go in the tracks during all the season, we didn't ride there from one year to the other. It means that once we are changing the bike quite often, because we are keeping improving every single race, we don't know the bike when we go in that places, and especially in the electronics, because we are improving a lot. We are better on brakes, we are fast on the straights, more corner speed. So we need to change it all. So we can say from zero. So if we have 2 days testing, and this year we have Dani Pedrosa that is helping so much us. With that 2 days testing, we can more or less prepare the weekend, and then we have more info. And when we have problems, we know more or less how to improve them. So already this info that we have with that 2 days test help us a lot, and is what these big factories feel when they go in a track that we didn't been for 1 year. So hopefully in the future we can keep these new bikes coming. We can slow down a little and then enjoy a little bit the races, but it's what we need to do now. Just keep improving.
Another question to Paul. Could you explain a little bit more what areas you could improve where you have struggled before that you came so close this weekend?
Yeah, for example, in the test, we had a lot of problems with the front wheel. I think most of the guys, even looks like Ducatis now, they are struggling a lot with that part. And we, it's a part of the bike that I always, try to take so much carefully, because it's what I used to be fast, just on the race, where I recover, where I gain time. And in the test, I had a lot of problems, so we were working a lot with Dani. We kind of improved at the end of that 2 days, but at the end, when we were home, the guys continue working a lot. They come here with new ideas. The track improved a little, slightly little, and this helped us to gain even more time in that place. And I'm enjoying every time there is a hard break. I can recover a lot of time, and hopefully tomorrow with full tank I can also take profit of it.
Yet another question to Paul. Paul, after qualifying, you said the bike was my baby. So, even though you've been world champion, you've been on the MotoGP podium, but is this maybe the proudest moment of your career so far?
Yeah, for sure, one of them. I mean, to be in a fair play with good conditions in the track, hot, normal track. I mean, it's a little bit slippery, but everything same for everyone. And to be here doing that, knowing how much we have worked together with Mike Lehner, all the crew, to achieve that moment, it's unbelievable. So when I arrived to the Parc Fermé and I saw the 2 Yamahas and our orange rocket in the middle, I was full proud. That was an unbelievable moment.
Question for 3 MotoGP riders. Congratulations for everybody, especially Paul. But unfortunately today was another issue between Valentina and Marc. Do you have your idea, please?
I didn't saw yet the moment, so I honestly don't have any comment, because I didn't saw the image. I cannot tell much because I was doing with the staff, and I could not have time to see it.
Honestly, I was so busy from I went down from the bike till that moment that I had no time even to see my lap time. So I promise I will review it tonight because it looks interesting.
Well, I think I didn't see the image, but when we are riding alone, we didn't have this problem. So I really don't know.
Question for you, Paul, again. How much, obviously we've seen Dani Pedrosa join as a test rider. This has been a long project. A lot of people have been involved. It's been coming a long time. Has Dani Pedrosa made a difference yet, or do you expect more from him from the future?
Yeah, Dani is taking this situation very seriously, more than I ever expect, honestly. Dani, when he retired from Honda, he was quite burned with this MotoGP wall, and then for me it was difficult to trust that he would give the 100% of his performance with another bike, and a priori a little bit worse than the Honda. So, but he jumped into the bike, and you cannot believe how much in serio is taking this project. He went into the factory to put everyone straight. He's doing everything with a lot of effort, but not just that. I mean, Dani is a very small rider, that the weight is not so big, so he needs a lot from the bike. So he needs that the bike do a lot of work because he cannot handle with his weight. So he worked a lot on the style, he worked a lot on the electronics, and he's very, I don't know how to say, but when something is going wrong, he wants to know why that is going wrong and who make this stuff going wrong, you know? So he wants to go very deep in. So this is, I was just talking that this morning with Pete Bader. So he's very, you know, sometimes angry guy because he wants everything perfect. And if everything is not perfect, he works in the factory with a hammer. Yeah. Yeah. For sure he have the hammer on the leather, so when he goes down and someone is not perfect, no, honestly, he is very precise and he likes everything well done.
Yeah, just a question for Paul and Maverick as the two most experienced riders. What's your thoughts on MotoGP maybe reaching 22 races?
Well, at least for sure the tests have to be less. You know, finally, okay, if we go more races, it's right, but we have to rest a little bit, no? If not, you go on race, test, race, and then the body didn't rest. It's always difficult. I like to race. I like a lot to race, so for me, more races are okay, but less tests will be good.
Yeah, for sure, not just for us, for all the families working here, more races, it means more days outside home, and for sure nobody wants it, but we are working, and you know, we want, you know, that wall going around the glove, and at the end, more races means more people can see us, so this is good. But as Maverick said, also we have quite a lot of days of testing. If I need to answer you, for sure, I want to be more time at home. If I need to answer my boss, I say I need more testing, so.
Yes, maybe 2 or 3 MotoGP riders again about testing, about racing, sorry, about more races. If you say that you want less testing, what do you think is going to happen to the bikes then? Because you will have to do more during a race weekend to get the bike more or less perfect.
It will be for everyone the same, so we have to deal with it. We have to deal and we have to learn, you know. If we have to make quick changes on races, we needed to deal with that changes. But anyway, for sure, with 6 days of test, there is a lot of laps. Nearly 60 per day, there is a lot. If you make a good plan, you can work really hard.
Yeah, actually, when I say we, it's KTM, we are not in the position to say we want less test, because we need that test. Every time we do test, you've seen what we have done here after 2-day test here in Misano. So we need that test, for sure. If I need to vote, I will vote that continue with the test, because we are not in the position of Honda, Yamaha, Ducati, that they have a lot of info, so we need to keep testing. But yeah, it's a reality that we will spend a lot of time outside home.
Honestly, for me, it's not a problem. I love riding this bike, so is what I love more to do in my life is riding this bike. All the time I'm testing or FP1 qualifying, warm up, I'm enjoying like a kid. So for me, they can do 22 races with the same amount of tests.
A question for the pole sitters in all three classes. There were worries about the grip of the track, but the grip seems to have changed a little bit during the weekend. Can you say how it has changed over these past couple of days?
Well, actually, already in the test, the grip was very low. From the first exit, it was looking very slippery, and especially in hot conditions, very, very slippery. Much more. Last year was much grippy, and since last year you could go on 32 on the rhythm. This year it's very difficult. You have to push very, very hard on the beginning. So I think they made quite a treatment on the track for the wet. But anyway, I don't know. Finally, the grip is less. Especially on the edge of the tire. So it's not working good as last year, but somehow we deal with it on a good way. But for sure it was better, much better last year, the grip.
Yeah, idem, exactly same than Maverick.
Well, it's different compared last year. I was in Moto3, so I cannot say so much, but the thing that I can say is the grip is so low, and is, I think, a bit dangerous also, because we saw a lot of crashes, a lot of eyesight that we haven't seen till now. So I don't know, the grip is less, a bit dangerous, but overall is everything the same for everybody. So just keep working and do the maximum. Well, I cannot say better. Maybe a bit, but we ride after the MotoGP, so with a bit of rubber on the track is better for us. So it's difficult to do a compare, but anyways, the grip is so low, I think.
For me, FP1 was much better. Before riding MotoGP was very nice, let's say. After each session, the asphalt going much worse. And also, especially this afternoon, the temperature is going high. With our small tires, maximum angle, there are no grip, let's say. So it looks like riding on the rain condition. But anyway, for everybody the same, so we must adjust it.
Gentlemen, that concludes the press conference. Congratulations and good luck for tomorrow. If I could ask you all to please stand for the photo.